Good morning, students. So we had started off with the new chapter in our previous class, that is how a consumer can protect himself from malpractices. That is how he is able to know that he is buying pure goods and not adulterated goods. And for this, the government has come forward to help the consumer in different ways. Because many a times we are misled by advertisements. Because following an advertisement means we tend to buy goods which may be of inferior quality. So for this reason, the government has come forward with certain standard marks and labels which will help a common man to understand what type of product he or she is buying and can be careful about the product bought by the consumer. So to begin with, what is consumer aid? Consumer aid means a help that the government has given so that the consumer can make wise decisions while buying goods and services. And it also helps to protect the consumer from sellers and manufacturers if they try to sell certain inferior quality goods. For this reason, every product has a label and a price list printed on the packaging, and there is information also as to how the product needs to be stored and the price of the product that is being supplied to the consumer, and this is in what you call and it should be legible, and this has to be followed according to the directions of the Bureau of Indian Standards. The Bureau of Indian Standards has come forward with certain labels and certain trademarks, brand names, and it is compulsory to mention the ingredients, the manufacture and expiry dates, license number, net content, net weight of the content, direction of storage, details of colors and preservatives use, dosage in case of medicines and tonics, and the maximum retail price. And a warning is also printed if it's not on all products, but if it is important. So these standard marks which we follow should help a consumer to buy the right goods. So to select a good quality goods, a consumer must look at the label, price list, standard marks, internet sources where you can get some information, leaflets and booklets, packing, consumer. You can address the consumer forum in case you are having a problem. The consumer forum will take up your problem. So let us quickly look into what are standard marks. The Indian government has taken various initiatives to upgrade the quality of the product which is being sold by the manufacturer. So certain certification schemes have been launched, and these standard marks are put up by you cannot enforce a government, you cannot force a government to give you a particular standard mark. The product will get a standard mark if only it is of good quality. And this is to be decided by the Bureau of Indian Standards, Directorate of Marketing and Inspection. These are the authorities. Once again, I repeat, the authorities are Bureau of Indian Standards and Directorate of Marketing and Inspection. They are the ones who will give the correct standard marks. So today we begin with first one, ISI. ISI. Now, ISI is a mark which is given to ensure that the quality of the product that has been laid down by the standards is of good quality. It ensures that the raw materials, the process of manufacturing, and the finished product is of good quality. Then only the license has been granted to the manufacturer. The consumer should be vigilant and always look for the ISI mark. And improper and misuse of this mark will be steps will be taken by the legal steps will be taken by the government. So ISI mark, which all products are given an ISI mark? This is given to products which is no imitation of the mark is allowed, and it is compulsory to be given on cement, appliances, electrical appliances, kerosene stoves, pressure stoves, LPG cylinders, mineral water are some of the products where we find the ISI mark. And no imitation of this mark is allowed by the government. And using standard marks on products that are of inferior quality is also not allowed. The second one is Aggmark. Aggmark is a trademark given by the Directorate of Marketing and Inspection to agricultural products. And while giving this license, the government sees that the agricultural products may contain certain chemical substances during the process of processing, like cheese, etc., and also natural products, but should be of good quality. So Aggmark is given to rice, wheat flour, gram flour, citrus fruit juices, turmeric powder, coconut oil, all the different oil, mustard oil, etc., honey, then all the different masalas that we use, coriander seeds, ginger powder, cumin seed powder, etc. The third one is FPO. FPO is given to control the quality of preserved food items which are made from fruits and vegetables and have undergone the processing process and have been canned. So this includes food items available in cans, bottles. So we can find it on preserved fruits, squash, soup, fruit juices, preserved vegetables, jams and jellies, synthetic vinegar, tomato ketchup, etc. The fourth one is wool mark. Wool mark ensures the purity and quality of woolen garments. Next, the fifth one is BIS Hallmark. The BIS Hallmark was started in the year 2000 and certifies the purity of gold and silver jewelry. Ecomark is a certification used for setting the good standards and to see that a product during the process of manufacturing has not damaged the ecosystem, or we can say it is an environment friendly product. Silk mark is given to those clothes which are made out of pure silk. Hence, by checking these labels and these marks which have been assigned or given to us by the government, Bureau of Indian Standards, we are able to see whether we are buying a pure product or not. Because many a times we depend on advertisements. Now let us see what are advertisement. What is an advertisement? Advertisement, we can say, is a way by which the manufacturer tries to communicate or come in contact with the buyer and gives details about his product. So this advertisement is viewed by the buyer maybe on television, radio, newspaper, magazines, internet, SMS service. But what we find is that consumers must not depend too much on advertisements because some of them are not true, what they say. Unrealistic, like they promise us a glowing skin in 2 days, which is not true. False claims are made through advertisements. Incomplete information is given many a times through advertisements. So sometimes we find that these advertisements are overrated. Like they may say extra rich milk, which again is not true. So full of nutrients may not be true. Cholesterol free oil may not be true. So hence, it is the duty of the consumer to collect information from other sources rather than depend too much on the advertisements which has been put forward by the manufacturer to sell his products. And he may also complain to the Advertising Standard Council of India. So in this manner, advertisements definitely are a source of information, but a consumer must know that he or she cannot depend entirely on an advertisement while buying a product. Then leaflets and booklets are handouts or folders which many a times gives details about the product, especially in case of electrical appliances, baby products, cosmetics, etc. Then packaging of the product stops it from getting stops breakage, spoilage, then adulteration. So there are certain food laws which have been put up by the government for the protection of the consumer. So through labels and standard marks, a consumer will be able to know how he can protect himself from inferior quality goods. With this class, we finish this topic and we will move on to the next part of this chapter in our next class. Thank you.